record this? Or you don't have time to see the record also? Hi. Okay. So the next topic, the next particular important,
Professor,
area is there?
can we get the option for recording also?
I can send to you, but it's a big file normally. I will send to you
Oh,
if it's a
okay.
big file.
Thank
It's
you.
okay. I can try and send and share.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So the next, important area in operations management, or for that matter, not only operations management, in managing organizations as well, but especially in operations, we talk about human resources, and relating to human resources is what we call as job design. Job design means if you want to make the workers or your employees feel very highly motivated, you must design the job. You cannot just give the job. You have to design the job so that the job is very highly motivating. It uses skills, uses brains, and of course, if it uses strength, and it must fit to the worker. The big workers carry big stuff. You cannot small, not strong. So this design, you must design, and also in order for you to make sure that the job is being done properly, we have work measurements. Okay, so that's why in operation management, or even in organization, they will have a very good. Some company they call it industrial engineering, but I don't agree. You shouldn't call industrial engineering just to measure time. Have you heard of time study? Have you seen? Probably some of you have seen, some of you probably don't. But there is a big subject area called motion and time study. Motion, that means the work study. We call it work study. If you look at all racing teams, why must we have good human resource in organization? Because we are competing. If we have the worst people in the organization, we won't be able to compete with the best in the world. I mean, that's common sense. But you notice many organizations fail to actually have a very good HR strategy. They don't select the best. So human resource strategy, how can we capitalize on human resource strategy for competitive advantage? Okay, so these are the things that we are going to look at. Labor planning, we need to have a good forecast of the need for example, IR 4.0. You know IR 4.0, Industrial Revolution 4.0. Today we are talking about digitalization. We are talking about using the internet to actually this vast amount of the technology is moving so fast. Smart cities, smart construction, smart manufacturing, using a lot of data from the cloud. We don't store it in the server anymore. We store it in the cloud. Okay. So do you need engineers for that? How many software engineers do we have? Do you know software engineers? They do the programming. How many software engineers? I mean, India is good. Bangladesh is good. But in Malaysia, we don't have that strength. In China, I know they have strength. Have you heard of ergonomics? Kita kutu arimaska.
No.
First time you hear today.
Yes.
So in job design, we have to think about man-machine interaction, man-environment interaction. So this is the study which is called ergonomics. Ergonomics is the study of the interaction between human and machine. For example, human and computer. This is a computer in front of me. I have the pen, okay? So am I, the chair, is it ergonomically designed to fit human size, human posture? So this is, ergonomics. We'll look at it. We'll look so that you have an idea. Just now I mentioned methods analysis. So these are, when you talk about HR and also job design, it is the workplace that you have to think about, so that, even office. If the office is so crowded, do you think you will improve productivity? Is it improving? No. I have a very nice room here. Okay, I have a very nice, this is my home, but this is my office. Okay, my office. Okay, Sarawak attaching office, yo. This is my, my desk, my camera, my library here, my books here. Sarawak books. This is how I work. Okay, so that I can maximize. Koko wa zenbu arimasu ne. Nandemo arimasu. Kore. Sugu. Shigoto dekimasu. So in work, you have to think about methods analysis and the visual workplace. So hopefully, at the end of this 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I'm going to take my time. This is and I love to talk about human resource because to me, if you do not, think about human resource, especially leader, you are the manager, you're the executive, and you don't even understand the psychology of human beings. How are you going to make sure people, give their best, meaning they produce? So we're going to, at the end of this chapter, probably will describe labor planning policies briefly only, not very detailed. This, you can take HR subject, but I know HR subject, they only talk about HR. They don't talk about the engineering of HR. Engineering of HR, the technical of HR. Human resource policy, hiring, interview. HR subject, have you taken HR subject, human resource? What do they teach in HR? You open your mic, Jacob.
Human resource officer actually manage the employee in office. Their working hour, their salaries, their benefits, and everything.
Yeah. But do they look into ergonomic issues? In HR, do you teach about ergonomics, noise reduction, and also noise pollution in the work area? You learn that in safety, safety. But in operations, you need to make sure that this is integrated. Anyway, this is a combination of both from the management perspective of HR, because a lot of HR are only presented from the management perspective only, planning of HR, and then recruitment and how to maintain motivation, right? Those are important. Yes, I agree. At the same time, trying to understand other aspects of human resource development is important also. And use of tools for methods analysis, time and motion and time study. Okay. Right. And I will teach you how to measure and also compute, not to measure is compute lah. Basically compute normal and standard times in a time study so that you have a knowledge of what is time study. Not detail, but an idea. So that when you go to a situation, I can do some time study. I just need a work clock stopwatch, or just need my watch, and I see how long does it take to actually do the process. Okay. All work are processes. They have inputs, they have outputs. They can have steps. Finding proper time sample size for time study. Okay. So what's the difference when you talk about human resource? It's you look at this racing, NASCAR racing. NASCAR is North American racing, or even Formula One, F1. What is the the teamwork and also the skill of each and every one of them? Every one of these employee, when a car reach this stop pit, they will actually need to have their job and tools, everything ready, skilled, highly skilled. So high performance pit crews are key to successful race team. Split second mistake will result into loss. Okay, so think about that. High performance organization. That's why Google, Intel, Apple, because they have high performance team members. High performance team members. Pit crews can earn 100,000 per year for changing tires. Jacob, do you want to do that job? Changing tires, 100,000 US dollar per year of income. Multiplied by this is a lot of money. Okay, 100,000 US dollar per year for these crew members. This crew.
100,000 US dollar. Okay, 1 lakh US dollar. That means
100,000 US dollar.
Yes.
A lot. In China, what is the average monthly income? 1 month. 500 US dollar? No gurai. Kagesu executive level. Nian, executive level, 1 month, what is the salary in China?
5,000 yuan.
5,000?
Yeah, yuan.
5,000 yuan.
Yeah.
Dono gurai, US
Maybe.
dollar, US dollar what?
Dollar. Peso.
$500.
$700.
You mean per
Per month, right?
per year?
Per year, $700. Yes, per year.
$10,000
Per year.
Oh yeah.
Okay, 10,000 per year. This is Dubai. 10 times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm just trying to to highlight to you the earnings as well, because of the high skill. You are paid for the skills, you are paid for the performance. Okay, and each position has very specific labor standards, time, very precise timing. Okay, and they are highly organized. And they go through rigorous physical training. And pit stops are videotaped to look for improvements. Okay, you can Google in the internet and look at a video. I used to have in my old computer, but this is a new computer. I have a video on Formula One pit stop. You can see, how fast they actually. Have you ever watched? Jacob, obviously you must have seen before. Those men, Rio, you must see before, because you are men. Women maybe not, but men must have seen.
Like this.
Tire so fast.
So fast.
To make sure the car moves back to the race.
Track. as fast as possible.
Okay.
9 seconds, 11 seconds. Okay. So this is what we talk about, you know, when we talk about this racing team. So all these people, these are people, this is from top view. So at 0 seconds, car comes in. These are all the people. At 3.1 seconds, this is where the position are already moving into the car. At 9.2 second, no, the action shift to driver's side of the car. Gas man carries second can of gas. Okay, so this is this. And these are the people, jackman, front tire. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people working by 15.4 second, complete service out. Okay. So they keep on seeing the video, they do the improvement. They see the video, okay, what can we move this? So video is a good way of training, Jacob. When you have workers, videotape how they do the work and, you know, have a session on with the workers, show the video. Where can we improve? How can we do this, you know, faster? Where can we cut short the, you know, steps? Because you cannot just based on ideas. You must see on, you know, American football. American football. Have you seen American football? They will actually practice the runs. The coach will actually, you know, guide, and they will see the video back. And they have they have these things. They have these boards that they actually, you know, scribble and say run here, run there. So they have these boards to do the discussion and also to see, to ask the workers, the players to see where they should be running. Same thing, you know, this concept in game should be put into our operations, our running of organization. There's nothing wrong with, you know, using a video. I like to, you know, see video as a learning tool. Okay. So human resource strategy from the operations management perspective, if you look at this, the objective is, number one, to manage labor and design jobs. So we need to, of course, we should design the jobs first, or you can design the job later to do improvement. But basically, we have jobs to do. We need to design the jobs. We need to assign who should do the job or who can do the job. Not just anyone do the job. Dame. How to manage skills, knowledge, abilities, as well as what do you call, want to do. Because some people, they don't want to do. They motivation low. So it's very difficult to survive. Right? So that people are effectively and efficiently utilized. I like about Toyota. Toyota has a very good, you know, distribution of work. It's like 80-90% loading means 100 people. If they all work at 100%, of course you cannot work 100%. Can anyone work 100%? Jacob, can you work? I cannot work 100%. Can you work?
It's quite difficult. Nobody.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
Yeah.
So we have 8 hours of working. So 8 hours means from 8 to 5 or whatever. You work, no rest. You die. Okay. So in Toyota, the concept is, see, this is executive number 1. This is executive 2, and so on. Manager. Almost everyone is like 80 to 90%. functioning, working. Because this is important. If a company has 20 employees, everyone working at, well, Malaysia 75% to 85%, let's say. Everyone is work that. Then you multiply out what is the level of effectiveness. Versus a company, for example, another company, 20 employees. Some work at 20%. Some work at 50%. Some work at 70%. Let's say, you know, we have someone like this is 20%, someone 60%, someone. So it's very variation. Variation means the output is going to be, the output meaning the outcome of your effort, it won't be as effective as, you know, very, like here just now, like this. 100% for everyone, correct? Or 95%. Everyone is 95%. But in company, you go to company, you see someone play the internet, play the handphone. Some worker just say play handphone, right? I may be exaggerating, yeah, Jacob. Am I exaggerating? You got my point. You get my point. You get my point. Okay, so we want everyone to, you know, produce as much as possible. So in our human resource strategy, we're going to ensure that people are effectively utilized within the constraints of other operations management decisions. Meaning, sometimes, you know, the environment of working is very, very hot because it's a welding shop. You cannot do anything, welding shop or even casting, furnace, or even a boiler, there is boiler. Or even company producing rubber parts. Rubber is very smelly. Can you remove the smell of rubber? You know rubber?
Yes,
natural
yes.
rubber.
I know this.
So we are constrained by other operation management decisions. But as long as, you know, you can effectively utilize your employees or workers. And secondly, to have, so effectively utilize within the constraints and have a reasonable quality of work life. Okay, in an atmosphere of mutual commitment and trust. That's why I said just now, the quality of work life depends on the type of products that you produce or the nature of the work. Because the work is difficult. For example, do you want to become, because you're not a level of, for example, if you don't have education, you're not in this program, master's program, you are a worker, okay? You have to work, you know, with your strength. For example, working in a hotel, clean the rooms. Every day your work is clean the room. Do you like the job? Do you want to become a room cleaner? Nian. Do you want to become a room cleaner?
No.
No. Okay, no. But someone is doing the room cleaner, right?
Yes.
Someone do the room cleaner.
Yes.
Now that worker doing the room cleaner, no, he has just to take the bread, you know, buy it, and then it's a hard job. But that is what we call as a reasonable quality of work life. Because the atmosphere, but if the atmosphere is commitment and trust, the manager trusts that he or she don't steal the consumables. There's a lot of consumables. There's soaps, there's shampoos, there is coffee. So I said, trust. I trust you, you won't take. It's a hard job. If I tell you the story that even Proton also, there are people who still previously, long time ago, components you meet. For example, you know a headlamp fixed on the car. Front lamp. Headlights, yes, headlights.
Okay. Mhm.
There was case of stolen headlights in the factory. You see, even you, how hard you try to protect or to save, there will be, pilferages, especially in developing countries where people are still poor. In rich countries, they don't steal the small thing, they steal the big things. They go for the high value, they don't go for the small value. We in developing countries, because when I was studying in the United States, you can buy a newspaper, you open the box, take one newspaper, because you just put in it's a cage. So you put in money, then only the cage will open. You only take one newspaper. You can take the whole newspaper, there is 20 newspapers inside there. So it's trust. People don't steal.
Also, they can manage it, I think.
It's cheap.
They can manage it anyway. If you put money for only one paper, they should offer you only one, not the whole boxes.
Yeah, even in Japan also, people don't steal things. People just don't steal things. But you put it in Malaysia, you put your shoes outside, someone will just... But anyway, that's another story. Okay.
It happens.
So this is what we talk about, the constraints of the company, of the operations. For example, let's say we look at the process strategy. The process strategy by the organization is they use different technology. Some of them use automation. Some of them use manual working. Right? So, welding is a very tough work. Welding. So you have to live. The human have to fit into those kind of constraints. Individual differences. There are individual differences. Some people have different strength, some level of fatigue, or even information processing. Human beings are different. Some can process fast, some process slow. Not to say they are stupid, no. Okay, processing of information, level of variability. What about the location, the climate? You do construction job in Japan during winter, it's very cold. But in Malaysia, construction work, when you do road, build the roads, it's okay because all year round is hot, no problem. But in UK, in Japan, when you do maintenance out of the building during winter, it's a hard job. Not only the work is hard, you're isolated with the climate. Right, so that's constraint. That's constraint that we cannot, we have to work around it. So employees and management must work together to work around it. Or even the skills that is needed in terms of the product strategy, the talents, the materials used, safety. Some materials that you use are very toxic. So how does, for example, if they produce ammonia, so we have to have a monitoring inside the the room. The room should size certain size space. There is extraction of the ammonia or the material smell outside. So companies must make sure that they safeguard the employee. So that's why it's very, I don't know, it's very difficult, and also the organization must make sure that they provide all the safety precaution in terms of process, product. I showed you Chaku last semester. Remember Chaku? Chaku. Mita? Wasoreta? Kyo? Rio, wasoreta?
Shaku.
Chaku. Onna no ko, zutto hataraite.
Ah, hai.
Mita? Last semester?
見ました。
Ah.
覚えています。
So there were constraint of organization. Do you remember I showed you the video of a cell manufacturing, work cell?
Yeah.
So there were constraint, but that is the best. You will see work study. This is rhythm.
Yeah.
You say worker, taihen ne. Taihen
Oh.
janai yo. Sorry wa daijobu. Sorry wa ichiban I no rhythm. Dame, what is not good is you take down, squat, go up. Squat, go up. No. Seriwa body karada dame. But if you move, if you work in a rhythm, that's okay. Wakaranai ne. Wakarimasu ka? Wakarimasu skoshi. Hai. Right. So I think I want to stop here for you to, let's find one video for you to watch before you know. Oh, it's already 9:40 almost. Let's see. 何か質問がありませんか? Let me see if pit stop. Now, so you can see for yourself. How many seconds?
Hey.
Hayai? Mienai ne. You cannot see how fast it go. Okay, what was done there? What did they do? Can you tell me what they do to the car?
Yeah.
What did they do?
feed the tire. They adjust the tire actually.
So you
Yeah.
saw it. You saw they change the tire. Hoka ni nani ka shita?
The gas, the gas man.
The gas, they fill up the petrol or the gasoline. Okay, all right. Or you want to see it again so that you can see how precise, perfect. So you kangai kata ga irimasu. When you see a job, tire. This is tire. Four tires. This is jack to jack up the car. And then there is petrol. Jackman here, Jackman 1, 2 in front. Go, jack up, change tire, fill up, zoom, go.
Very quickly.
Very
fast.
Very fast. Tai hand hayai.
20 people for 4 tires.
So 4 tires and gasoline.
Yeah.
But this is less than 5 seconds, less than 6 seconds. Because winning the race, objective wa win the race. Okay, so this is, but of course, Moshi, if your company, you want to do project fast, like in China, they do fast because they have more people, complete in very short time. Okay, so, kyo hajimete ne, kyo first day. I hope you, please email me anything, you know, if you want to know anything else, I can share and, you know, ask me questions. If you don't ask me questions, you cannot pick my brain. You must pick my brain. Okay. So I hope you have, I hope to see you in Japan because I'm planning to go in October. Inshallah, God willing, inshallah.
Inshallah, see you here.
Yeah, inshallah. Okay. So in the meantime, in the meanwhile, we'll still have to communicate here. And if you want to, this semester, because I know all of you already, you can video call me, you can message me to video call, you can message to Zoom me anytime. You tell me, you can message me, I want to Zoom and discuss, no problem. 1 person or 2 person is okay, beyond classes. Okay, not only this class, you can, you know, if there are any things that you want to discuss, like you want to discuss 5-10 minutes, it's okay. Just call me and then I'll, you know, Zoom and we'll discuss, or video call or Skype. Gambate kudasai, minasan, 1 more semester. Okay. Okay. I'll see you next week. Any questions? You have another. After this, you have class. Have class?
I have another one. With Dr. Saman.
Atau di kelas ga arimasu ka?
Yeah. Arimasu yo.
Arimasu. Okay. So I'll see you next week. Take care.
See you next week, Professor.
See you next
Bye-bye.
week.
Take care.
Hi. Kyoshite kudasai.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay,
Thank you very
bye-bye.
much.
Right.